Hi, I'm Rebecca Mielke, Signature Style Strategist, and I want to tell you a few things I got wrong when I first read The Triumph of Individual Style and tried to apply it to myself. Be sure to stay to the end of this video for some exciting news. Okay, so the first thing I got wrong was my own silhouette. This is because there's at least one detail in the book, which the book was written in the early 90s, and the thinking on at least this one thing has changed. But even if the thinking hadn't changed, I was wrong. So I thought that my shoulders were sloped. And in the book, it says that if your shoulders are sloped, that's indicative of a figure eight um, silhouette. And I thought that my shoulders were sloped because my bra straps were always falling down. And, um, you know, many years later, I know more and know that that's not the reason. And um, so, anyway, so I found out when I trained. Actually, I think I found out about this a little bit before when I had a little consultation with Imogen Lamport, a virtual consultation, that I was actually an hourglass, which makes perfect sense. And my husband had been telling me for years that my shoulders were not sloped. Okay, so I was wrong. The second thing I was wrong about is my hair. So in the book, it talks about, it explains how to figure out your proportions. And so my head is slightly long relative to the rest of my body. And so I just thought, okay, that's easy. I'll just wear bangs. And the first thing that Carla said, the author, Carla Mathis, so I trained with her um, and that's how I became trained as a stylist. So that was back in 2013. And the first thing she said when she saw me was, "Have I ever considered doing my hair differently?" And it was maybe chin length or a little bit right around there. And I had bangs, and she felt that my hair just overpowered me. And that she liked it better when I was wearing a headband in a picture and she could see my face more. So I know a lot more now about the subtleties and nuances of how to work with that particular thing. And anyway, because my hair is so similar in color to my skin, I'm in a different category anyway. Finally, the I could only get, I think, about a third of the way to, forming an actual palette for myself. My colors, yeah, that was hard. It's hard to see your own colors, just to see what's there. And it's also, human coloring is a lot more subtle than, like, muted than, all the colors that you would, probably wear. Um, so that was another thing in the first set of pictures that, Carla saw of me. um, she was just like, "Why are you wearing that color? Did somebody tell you that was a good color for you?" To yes, somebody had told me that that was a good color for me, and I thought my palette was completely different. But now I have and use the same tools that Carla uses for her virtual color consultation. So I have a completely different skill set. And the exciting news that I was going to share is that I have started apprenticing with Carla, helping her with her virtual clients. So I've gone through all of the the training to be a certified personal stylist, and I've worked with her on other trainings and done other things with her. But now I'm going to be working one on one alongside of her with her virtual color clients. So I still have my own practice, my own clients, but this is a chance for me to go deeper with a global master. And I'm pretty excited. I could do color all day long. It's super fun. So if you, like me, are a diehard do it yourselfer, I have something for you. My free guide, The Wardrobe Pyramid, will walk you step by step through the 5 steps to defining your personal enough. You can download that at my website, signaturestylesystems.com, or at the link in the description box. Thanks for watching.